thank you for watching the video. As you can see, it's my deadlift training from July 28th of 2016. And I'm actually right now officially halfway through my second to last training cycle before the competition in September for the IPL Single Lift Worlds. And today went for 585 for 6 and I got that. Form, again, same thing, form is on point. Feeling good right now. Second set was 585 for 2. And third set, I wanted a 620 for 3, and that's why I shook my head at the top of the second rep, holding it and at the lockout, because obviously I wanted more. But hey, gotta roll with the punches and do with what you have, and just be able to make the right adjustments for next time. So I'm not really upset about it, because the initial intent was to get the 585 or 6. The top set is always the most important set, in my opinion. So, definitely walking away with my head held high on that. So, like I said, I'm actually halfway through this training cycle, and definitely hitting the numbers I need to hit, without a doubt, to definitely put me in a good position to re-break my records in September and hopefully be able to hit another personal best. So, that's going good, and definitely want to really just zone in and focus on the last training cycle, because that's the one where it counts, in my opinion. That's the one that's going to make or break my performance at the competition. So definitely, getting ready for that. One thing I definitely want to mention as just a friendly reminder is that two things. One, always make sure that you have your eye on the prize no matter what. There's going to be people, there's going to be things, there's going to be situations where it's going to try to gravitate you away from what you're trying to focus on. You have to be able to be willing to make sacrifices, and just being strong-minded to be able to say no. Now, I'm not saying that to shut off your life and just focus on what you want to do. No, I'm not saying that. You definitely want to have a life. You definitely want to be able to try to balance, having a life and just focusing on your goals. It's very hard to balance that, but it's definitely good to keep both, because the thing is that balance is what's going to keep you driven. It's going to keep you motivated, and it's going to keep you, sane, even though I do believe that if you absolutely want something, you go after 100%, but at the same time, you cannot sit here and block out life, because you only live once. And I believe that you can live a little while you're focusing on your goal, but of course, make your goal your primary focus. Don't let anything get in front of that. Don't mistake that. As just, some people have a hard time having things in moderation, and then sometimes trying to balance their life with their goals, and sometimes they let it get a little foggy, and tend to let things surpass what their primary goal is. Don't ever let that happen. Be able to be strong-willed, strong-minded, be able to make sure that even though you have whatever's going on, always keep your eye on the prize. And another thing is, whenever you receive some kind of criticism or some kind of hate, because let's be honest, in this world, there's always going to be people who hate you, people who just don't like you for no matter what. You can be the nicest person in the world to them, they might just not like you, and that's just how it is. But if you have somebody who makes a comment or criticizes you in a negative manner based on what you're doing, on the progress you're making, keep in mind, do not let what they say bother you, because you have to look at it as they're pretty much verbally saying to you, and they're admitting that they are insecure with themselves. Unfortunately, I've had this kind of situation happen to me recently, and it's been a trending thing. And, it does get me, in a way, it does offend me. At the same time, it does get me, kind of upset. But it isn't, I don't hold a grudge. And you know what? I just get it out of my system, and I just remind myself that these people that like to accuse me of things, like to, make up lies, and just tell me a bunch of negative things to try to put me down, is because basically insecure about themselves. You know, you're going to find people that are going to want to be where you are, and those are the people who will talk bad about you. It's because they're not willing to put the work and the effort in that you are. Be, and it shows with where you are right now. They're not willing to do the same work, so they want to put you down and make you feel some type of way, so you know how they feel. But you cannot let that happen. You just gotta brush those people off and just keep moving with life, because you're gonna come across those people all the time. And like I said, they're just insecure about themselves because they realize they want what you have, but they're not willing to do what you have done to get that. Always got to keep that in mind. So, you know, those are just two things that I came across, and just definitely got to be positive. Always got to be positive. But at the end of the day, don't let anything or anybody or any situation get in front of your dreams, and don't let any criticism make or break you. As far as I'm concerned, if people have something bad to say about you, that means you're probably doing something right. And always keep that in mind. So, halfway through this training cycle, definitely want to keep the consistency, keep it pushing, like I always say, and definitely want to come out with 110% performance at this competition, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that happens. So, on that note, keep pushing, keep striving for success. Don't let nothing get in the way of your dreams. And as always, as most important, believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and take care.